Hey you guys, we are back to put a ring on it. So let's get into this on tonight.
Yep.
LY.
What's up, KOED fam? Welcome back to another video. Kourtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife with her new hairstyle.
No, don't try to talk about it now because you didn't talk about it on the other video. And I was fixing my hair when you started talking. So yes, I did this myself if y'all want to know. And if y'all want to know when you get the video to do it yourself, then I send it to y'all. Put it in the link below. All right, so my name is KOURTNEY, also known as Coco.
And this is Kourtney and Eddie. This is a wonderful channel to be on. I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, this is Kourtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships and reviews. And tonight we're going to be talking about put a ring on it. Mm-hmm. Right?
Put a ring on it.
Put a ring on it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because we're not that country. So we know how to say ring and we know how to say it properly.
Yeah, ring.
Right, and not ring.
Okay.
Ring. So if you're brand new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, if it doesn't say doesn't say subscribed, then you're not subscribed. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're watching us on Facebook, because you have the right to, you can go out there and watch us on Facebook as well. And make sure that you hit like and follow. And make sure that your notifications are on Facebook so you'll know when we upload a video. So on all social media sites, you guys, comment down below. We know you're gonna do that anyway. So let's get into this on tonight. So the ladies are going on going on their date. So hope you guys got a chance to watch the last review that we did. And I hope you joined us on the watch party that we had with Dr. Nicole. It was a pleasure being on there. We was on there with other YouTube content creators as well as the executive producers of the show, as well as Dr. Nicole and her sister.
Yeah, and if y'all was on there, you guys could have saw me dance because they had a DJ and stuff. And I was dancing, and she was trying to dance.
Dancing.
And so yeah, it was a good watch party, guys.
Yeah,
it was.
And we got a little tea that we're gonna spill that what Alexa was saying about it. So they did have the season 1, some of the season 1 castmates, as well as some of the season 2 castmates. So we got a little tea from Alexa. So we're gonna drop it in here as we get it started. Remind us, help us not to forget, Lord.
How are they gonna remind us?
I know.
How they gonna do that?
You can put it in the comments if we don't see it. We'll tell you in the comments, but we're gonna see it. All right, so let's the ladies go on their dates. So Darien, we're starting out with part 2 from this. Darien asked the question. The question was asked: was he gonna go back on the second date with Kai?
Yeah, I want a second date with Kai.
Wait a minute, I thought you was having a fit.
That's how you be acting sometimes.
I didn't know you were doing that for real.
Yeah, that's how you be acting. Yeah, man.
What's wrong with him? The spider web didn't get a hold to him?
No,
I promise you, I did not know you was doing that.
It's probably a poor rendition of him,
I just had no idea.
Yeah, that's how you be moving and stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You do be doing all that.
Yeah, so.
Like you got itching powder. And so yeah, he said that he did want to go on another date. So it's the way he said it. You know, I wrote that down. It is the way he's like, yeah. He did say that.
He's so animated. He is
animated too, but you know,
really
he probably got me beat. So Alexa said that it sounds like a relationship. So she is upset about that.
Alexis, don't get upset about it. It's just the second date. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you go on that third or fourth date, that's when you need to worry.
Now, what did Alexis say about Kai? Spill that tea.
Oh, she was so thirsty, and she got kids or something?
Yeah, she said something about the girl got kids.
She throwing herself all over Darien and stuff like that. I said, ooh.
Yeah, so she was in her feelings on that watch party. Alexa, it's like they was having maybe their own watch party somewhere because all of them was dressed up. So it was Laronda, Sean, and Alexa. They were on, the watch party. So she did throw shade. Nobody asked her though.
Yeah, she volunteered that shade.
She volunteered, and it was like nobody asked her. So maybe she watched that first episode somewhere and she was in her feelings about Kai. So yeah, nobody asked her, but she was throwing some shade.
I said, "Ooh, pump your brakes, girl." Pump your brakes.
Yeah. So Alexa did say, well, he can go on all the dates he wants. So she had got in her feelings. Dr. Nicole said that sounds like a defense mechanism, and we don't want to do it that way.
You know how women are. They always say, well, he going to do that. He might just be with her all the time. No, y'all don't mean that. Stuff, like Dr. Nicole said. Yeah.
And men don't do it. They do
we
it
don't
too.
Do that, man.
Like y'all talk about y'all true feelings.
What true feelings?
That's enough said. That's really not how you feel. Give each other room to do the process, Dr. Nicole said. So the ladies are going on their date. So Darren said he can't wait for her to experience what he experienced. So he want her to go on her date so she can see how I feel.
Darren had like it's a ride at Six Flags.
Yeah. I want her to feel it too. Sean said Laronda is very friendly, so he's definitely not ready for her to go on her date because she can be very friendly. So yeah.
Oh, you talking about Sean?
Yeah, Sean said that. You know, emotional man.
Yeah, very emotional man.
So Jessica is dressed all up for a date, on the boobs all out, tight all dress all tight and stuff.
I couldn't even look at the TV. I had to turn away from the TV, man. Shoot.
You did?
Yeah, too much.
That was too much?
I'm just saying, you know, you go on a date, you ain't got to do all that on the first date.
Yeah, okay then.
I was just saying.
All right, so Jessica dressed all up on her date.
Bought the dress just for that date, too.
And Eric said that, okay, yeah, you look cute and stuff. I don't know why I be writing Eric's name down. The name, I put A on his name. But anyway, she said, he was like, yeah, you look cute and stuff. So Jessica was like, well, what kind of advice would you give me? And he said, don't do nothing. Don't touch, don't kiss, don't hug, don't do nothing. That's kind of advice. Just, I guess, just go.
But when I go on my date, I'm going to do it all.
I'm going to look at her butt. I'm going to flirt with her.
Flirt with her, give the eye contact, and give her my LL Cool J looking.
Is that lip looking or is you eating a sandwich? So Eric did say in his confession that Jessica can be very flirtatious.
How can they both flirtatious? Okay, Eric is a player. He flirts. She's a flirt. The trust issue with
flirts together.
Yeah, there's no trust between the two, man. They're gonna have issues, man.
So Randon pull up. I thought his name was Brandon. I thought when they wrote it, it said Brandon, but it seemed like he keeps saying Randon.
Yeah,
Randon.
Anyway, you know what he call himself?
Oh, he said he looking for a sexy and fine woman. He said his life has been Mr. Steal Your Girl, and he gonna pull up in that Durango and steal your girl.
Who? You gonna call yourself Mr. Steal Your Girl in a Dodge Durango? Bruh, come on, man. Now, if you pull up in a Porsche Cayenne or Ferrari or Audi, yeah. For a Dodge Durango, it's not the SRT version. It's just a regular Durango. But hey,
they gonna, what's wrong with Durango?
There's nothing wrong with them, man. But don't you call yourself, I'm going to steal your girl. You driving a Dodge Durango.
As long as he got a car, honey, he can steal me. I don't care.
Hey, your standards are real low. Joking. I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just joking.
You really not. Okay, so Eric said that he went and got the doorbell or whatever. He looked at the dude. He was like, oh, heck no. Then he slammed the door.
He closed the door.
So, yeah.
Dude, like, you know.
So he stood there. He was laughing it off.
He was too cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm too
so
cool,
Jessica, he told dude come on in, and he asked him how many times his name was Randon. What's your name? Randon.
Who kept asking that? Eric?
Yeah.
Can't Eric hear or something, man? Cause you kept asking to do the name over and over again.
So Jessica said, "Okay, nice to meet you." When the dude came up, what he was doing?
Oh man, he was lusting, thirsty, googling, probably doing all kinds of things in his head with Jessica, man, and did it in front of Eric, man. I'm not gonna allow a man to come up in my house. Yeah, I know, they supposed to do this process or whatnot, but he's gonna respect me in my house, especially in front of me. He's not gonna be looking at my woman and lust at my woman. Now you leave out of there at the door, you do it, behind my back or while I'm not around. That's different, cause it's a process. But don't disrespect me like that in front of me, in my eyes and in my house. No, man.
Miranda looking at, like you said, looking at her butt, and he's saying all this stuff. Oh, yeah, nice to meet you. My pleasure is mine. All that stuff or whatever. So, yeah. So, they go on their date, and they sitting talking, and, basically she's talking about they got trust issues and stuff.
Duh.
So, Randa said that he's 32 years old, and he's never had a girlfriend. He's never been in a relationship.
He's Mr. Steal Your Girl. So, Mr. Steal Your Girls they can't afford to have a relationship. So.
Yeah. Guess he steal the girl and just let her sit there.
No.
Like he don't steal it to try to build a relationship. So he said he been a player, and so he said his playing days is over. So he's trying to be in a relationship.
That's as big as a lot of player can tell you.
What?
Yeah, they're trying to be in a relationship.
But my thing is, you've been just hopping from relationship, or you got a lot of body counts. Like, you know what I'm saying? You done smashed a lot of women, like. And you ain't never been in a relationship? That's kind of hard to believe. You 32 years old. You never been committed to one person? That's really hard. All right, so let's move on to Alexa and Darien. So they sitting on the couch talking and having a conversation before she go on her date. And she said, I hope that he don't come in and fan out and, fan over you. And I'm saying...
Yeah, I thought the same thing. But I didn't want to say that a lot. I said, that was like 20 years ago, 10 years ago.
I didn't even know who he was. I would think people fan out over you because you was an NBA player more NBA player more so than him. So I'm like,
it's no shade to his career, none whatsoever.
I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been like 10, 15 years ago.
No, but he didn't. Dude didn't know him.
I mean, he said I never seen him in my life.
So his name is Chris Anthony. He's 41 years old. He's a fitness entrepreneur, and And one thing, when he knocked on the door like he was the police. That was me. That was I knocked. Because he was way up there knocking and stuff.
What? That's how you knocked?
No, that's how I noticed. I'm sorry. So that's how I noticed how he knocked. And he said,
he could have been ex-cop.
He looked out the door. He said, "Oh, dude got a mask on," which we are in a, still in there.
Right.
So so
Darien.
No, so they switched. So they go into Laronda now. Laronda and Sean. And I wrote it down just like they did it. So Laronda and Sean, Dr. Nicole is coming over to their house to kind of give them counsel. So we get to know a little bit more about Sean and his trauma that he had as a kid growing up.
Yeah, he has a lot of baggage and trauma.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get in a relationship. And, I'm not going to bash on the guy. Trust me, I understand, but gosh, he has a lot of baggage he got to kind of deal with. So
LaRonda said that they both have conversations about their finances, and basically, if you want to talk about that part.
Yeah, he was basically saying, he's a entertainer.
Yep.
So his finances, goes up and down, and when he's down, he feels like he's not contributing to the household. He feels like he's a loser. He feels like he's worthless, and growing up, just like him, a man works, he feel like he's doing what a man's supposed to do, providing. And when you're not working, you feel like you're useless. And I've been through that, I remember the time I didn't have a job for like 3 or 4 months, because I worked all my life. But those 3 or 4 months, man, I was at the lowest. I felt like I was useless, I wasn't contributing to society. And, it's like, I don't even feel like a man, So, but I understand what he's going through. But you got to understand the career he's in, too, If you feel that way, maybe you need to look for another career, you know what I'm saying? Find something, do construction,
do entertainment part-time.
Yeah, do entertainment part-time until you can get it flowing like you want to get it to flow.
Yeah. And he said he basically was taught that by his dad, so, and taught him, if you're not working, then you're worthless. Right. And he begins to cry. And Dr. Nicole said that what you have to do is take the pen away from your dad. Dr. Nicole said you need to decide on how to mend your heart. Instead of, I think she was saying that people like to say they want to get over it. She said instead of trying to say you want to get over it, learn how to mend your heart. You got to push a little harder because you are onto something really big. So, yeah, she did encourage him.
Yeah, she did, and like I said, not just him. Somebody watching this show could have picked up that nugget. So, okay, she's right. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could be unemployed right now, feel worthless. And they took what she said, took it to heart. So yeah, it's not him.
All right, so let's move on to Alexa and her date, Alexis. She said that he is her type and he's opposite Darien.
That was some shade right there. But he's fit and cut. Opposite of Darien. How can you say that about your own man?
One thing that Alexa did say, she said that going on this date is like an award for her because she hasn't dated in so long. The same way as with Darien,
14
they both
years,
haven't dated in so long, but it seemed like Darien is more excited per se about it. He didn't feel awkward, but I think
she felt she looked awkward.
She looked awkward and felt awkward. She looked like.
I saw when they was in the batting cage how much distance she had from the guy,
and when they was walking,
right? And it could be like you said, she haven't dated in 14 years.
Yeah. He said he did ask the question, what do you think? What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to do? Because he kept asking her that, because I think when she asked the question,
she referred back to Darien. And what he was trying to do, no, we don't want to talk about him. What you want to do? Yeah. She looking at the couple, and he was trying to get her to look at herself.
Right.
And it was kind of hard for her to do that, or hard for her to catch that.
And she said, no, wait a minute, I know my self-worth. She said, both of us are alphas. So I'm alpha female here, alpha male, and sometimes that's why we end up bumping heads. She said, but I do take time for myself. I do the things that I want to do. So she was saying, I don't put all my all into this man.
I'm gonna ask you a question about a man being an alpha and a woman being an alpha, and they together. Can you both be alphas, but still know your place?
I think so.
Okay.
Are you an alpha?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, I'm an alpha female.
I'm just saying, some people
don't believe in that. They say that ain't true and stuff like that. Right. But I would think so. I'm headstrong. I know how to lead. You know what I'm saying? I do think that, yeah.
Even with that.
Sometimes we bump heads.
Yeah, even with that, you still got to know. The balance in the marriage.
Right. Everybody should know their role, their place, and it may not look the same for everybody, but yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So she asked the question on why he was single. And basically he was saying that, child, it's the mic cord. He ain't got scared. That's someone crawling up his leg.
Dang on Mike.
Scared. After we got finished talking about alpha man.
I know. Oh God.
I'm so glad he screamed like a All right, and this will not get edited. Right.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so he said that he has to find somebody that he's in alignment with. He's not just gonna date somebody because of their looks and all that stuff. He has to be in alignment with them. So,
that's pretty good because some guys you look at the surface.
Yeah. So let's move on to Sean and Laronda. And Laronda gets ready for her date. Yeah. He said that Sean said they are hard. Oh, I'm sorry, Sean. Sean said that it can be hard for him because he's an emotional dude. He said 1 minute he laugh and 1 minute he crying.
It's no in between with him. Either he's laughing or he's crying. There's no middle with him, man. And
but he did say, he said, okay, she look cute coming down. He said, but you got a pen. She's like, a pen for what? To cover up the girls right there because you got them all hanging out. She was like, that ain't that bad. I was like,
it was pretty bad.
I was like, I didn't even know you had all that girl going on.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I don't blame Sean. Yeah, she should have kind of got a little safety pin or stick pin or...
So anyway, John hops out. John said, I'm 36 years old and I'm a songwriter. And he said I'm the best option for a woman. I know how to stimulate you, make you happy, please you, etc., etc., etc. I was like, John, is this an interview for a date?
Oh, yeah. He did it the right way. If you're going to get on TV, sell yourself. Yeah, you got your little 5 minutes of fame, sell it. And he sold it, man. And trust me, he might not get a second date with old girl, but I guarantee you right now, this episode, his DMs are blowing up. Trust me.
what the internet do, they will find you.
Yeah, sure.
I don't care if you got your Instagram under some name that Precious Booty Scratcher. They'll find you. I don't know, they just came out. All right, so so when he knocked on the door, what did Sean say?
Dun, 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 dun.
He knocked like that?
Yeah, that's what he knocked. That's why he said, ooh, you can just knock this corner.
Sean is funny though.
He knocked his corner.
So and so he said, come on in, and then dude started walking. He said,
he did. You know, when I go to somebody's house, I'll wait until they do. He's like, well, what the kitchen at? What the refrigerator? God, tomato, man. Wait till the dude escort you through the house.
He said, dude, wait, you just walk in like you know you go.
Oh man, yeah, I don't blame Sean there.
Oh my God, that was so funny. All right, so anyway, he came in and met Laronda. He said, peace and blessings, sisters.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He did say when Sean opened the door, he said, peace and blessings. And what's her name? Laronda said, ooh, peace and blessings. Check. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so anyway, Sean said that he's about to have a fit, and he started doing push-ups while that girl gone. So he actually was like he was going into a panic or an attack.
Yeah, anxiety attack. And the way he built, he must go through a lot of anxiety attacks.
Why? Because he always exercises?
Yeah, he always exercises, man. Yeah. And all joking aside, man, dude is he has a lot of trauma, man. For him to basically fall apart like that when she goes out, and I understand you worried about that, you know, but if you have faith and confidence in your woman, knowing that she ain't gonna do nothing, you don't need to freak out like that, you know what I'm saying? But he took it to the extreme.
He exercised, he did the push-ups, on the wall.
Pull-ups.
Whatever. And he called his friend because he was just, spazzing out. He had to go in the bathroom.
No.
Throw up.
Yeah, okay. He called his friend, he started crying, his friend looked at his phone.
He said, no,
don't do that. Don't do that, dog. Don't do that. Then he started throwing up. I said, man, this dude here, man, he got some demons he got to deal with.
And you said, what don't make a person your world?
Yeah, what he's doing, he's putting her on this pedestal, which is nothing wrong with that. But you can't have your world just she can't be just sitting on your world.
Right.
Okay. It's good to have your woman. You take care of her. You support her, whatnot, yada yada yada. But she's still human. What she decides to, like, you know what, I'm done, and walk away, you're just gonna fall apart, man.
He said that she was the reason that, she helped him through a lot of things.
That's understandable, man. But even though she helped you, you got to learn how to stand on your own 2 feet.
Yeah.
You can't have that person the center of your world like that, man. Yeah, it's okay. You have structures in a marriage. You got, God, the husband, and wife. Okay. But the way he got her, what I'm looking at, I could be wrong. It's like he got her, God, and him. You know what I'm saying? Because he was freaking out, man.
So John and Laronda go on their date, and to me, it don't look like they had chemistry. To me, it don't seem like none of these dates had chemistry.
No, not tonight.
You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, they went to a wine shop, winery or whatever, and they began to do something fun, like throw grapes in each other's mouth. I thought that was cute, silly for a first date or whatever.
Oh boy, he can sing, can't he?
So yeah, he sung her song. She asked, what do you do? He said he writes music, and he started singing. I didn't know that song was written for her, but I did hear him say something about put a ring on it. I said, he kind of sound like John Legend.
Yeah, he does, don't he?
Yeah, I thought he was trying to imitate John Legend.
And what's so ironic about this? He's a singer, songwriter, John is, and Sean is an entertainment business. And
they probably did that on purpose.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, so it probably I'm gonna spit out. So it probably makes Sean feel even worse if he finds out,
a little intimidated.
Yeah, this guy, he's doing what he's doing, and I'm still struggling, So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and we talked about that, how Sean around the house under tripping. So let's move on to the couples all come back and they talking to Dr. Nicole. So she asked them, how was it? How was their dates and everything? So Alexa said that he looked good and he let her talk. That's one thing that, you know, she didn't get that from Darien. She was able to talk. So Dr. Nicole said, do you seek to understand or do you just, you know, want to be seen when y'all have a conversation? So, you know, it's a difference when you're having a conversation. Do y'all talk and have a conversation so that y'all can understand each other, or do y'all just want to be heard and seen? So yeah.
Yeah, to me, that's part of communications. You know, because a lot of couples they talk over one another. They just want to be heard, and once they get their point across,
that's it.
They don't want to listen to the other person. So conversation goes both ways.
So Alexa did say that one thing that this has done for them, it has opened up their conversations, and they have communicated to, I don't know, she said for hours, like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. They haven't done that since college. So that's a plus for them.
That's a plus, but Darien still want to go out with Kai again.
Yeah, he do.
So,
as we can see, he gonna be holding. She was holding my hand and pulling me out. You know, he got to be extra. So Jessica said that her date was very attractive, and Dr. Nicole said, "Do you trust her, Eric?" She was talking to, "Do you trust her?" And it seemed like neither one of them trust each other. And she said, "Well, how do y'all build on, you know, long term on that?"
Jessica said, "Well, we're gonna try, but." Like Dr. Nicole said, you don't want to try on a foundation like that.
Yeah. You
don't trust one another.
Right.
So how are you going to build something on foundation? It's going to fall apart, man. So, yeah, that's why I said they got some issues, man, because, man, he's a flirt, she's a flirt, you know, and y'all can't trust one another, you know. And what she said when she told her date, Eric said we've been dating for 3 years, but I think we was dating for 4 years. What that tells you? What that tells you though? She was dating him, but Eric wasn't dating her.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that is true. So Laronda said that they had a great time. He was a gentleman. Dr. Nicole said, "How was you? How was it for you, Sean, seeing her on another date?" And Laronda said, "How do you feel about that?" So basically, you know, as we know, he broke down to see her on another date, you know, and how, you know, he's like spazzing out and stuff. And so she asked Laronda, "Well, how you feel about him spazzing out about that?" So she said it didn't make her feel good. She didn't like it at all.
Yeah, but Sean gotta understand, he signed up for this show. It's a process. And now you handicapping her because she feeling bad for you.
Yeah.
So now she's scared to go out on a second date with this guy because she don't want to see you fall apart.
Right.
That's not fair to her.
Yeah. So Dr. Nicole says sometimes you flood yourself with things that are not true. Sean said at the end of the day, he don't want to be like his dad, and he break down and start crying.
And I understand where Sean coming from. You know, when you in the position he's in, and you have a lot of baggage, and when your girl goes away somewhere, just you sit there and your mind runs away. You overthink things, you overanalyze things. What if she doing this? What if she doing that? What if she like the guy too much? What if she leaves me? What I'm gonna do? I need her in my life, because without her, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. So all that's going through his head right now, and that's what making him have all these anxiety attacks and throwing up and whatnot.
So Dr. Nicole said, "There you go." She said, "You said it," because we're trying to get to the underlying thing. What is the breakdown? What is you afraid of? So the thing was the breakthrough for him, he don't want to be like his dad. So Dr. Nicole said, "There you go. That's it." So she said, "Take the power over your body. Don't allow your body to spaz out and lose control. Take the power," because he was sitting there crying. "Take the power over your body." So Sean said that the trauma he had to, the trauma that he dealt with his dad, he said it actually made things worse for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he had to deal with all the trauma, you know, to see how his dad treated his mom.
Yeah, but he, like Dr. Cole asked him, "Do you treat her like your dad treated your mom?"
Right.
And he said, "No." Well, that's a good start. You know what I'm saying? So you turning that curse around. And he, like I said, Sean seems like he's a good dude, but I think he needs to go to therapy on his own.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? He needs his own therapist, and
not his girlfriend.
Right. Yeah, because he has a lot going on.
And she probably helped him through some things. That's probably why he valued her like that.
But that's the problem. He needs to go somewhere like a third party by himself to get himself right.
Yeah. So the question was asked the ladies, do you want to go on another date? Alexa said no. He didn't show her what she needed on her first date. It was no chemistry.
Yeah, it was no, like I said, it was no chemistry on none of them dates.
And plus she was all like she was.
And that's the problem with her. She gonna have to let loose and be comfortable. If not, the process is not gonna work.
Yeah, and then dress up. Although maybe they knew ahead of time they were going to a bad case, but dress up, honey. Get your little sex on. Show you that you know little curves and stuff.
Jessica talk to Alexis.
No, I didn't say like that. So Jessica said no. Never been. She said she don't want to do that again with him. So I don't even know what I had wrote down here. Give me my hand right sometime. Oh yeah, she said that she don't want to go because she's never been in a relationship before. So that's a red flag.
Yeah, of course that's a red flag. You're 32 years old and you've never been in a relationship. Of course, all you're doing is going around smashing. Smash. All
right, so Laronda said no because she is concerned about Sean. So, you know, and
that's not right.
Going on the second date. So, I don't even know if she felt that dude like that. I still didn't see chemistry, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know, because you got to understand, she's kind of dry. You know what I'm saying? You know, she really don't show her emotion. I'm just saying.
Show emotion. Yeah. Didn't say that,
yeah, she don't really show. So, she could be feeling this guy because she said she had a good time. He was attracted to her. No, she was attracted to him and whatnot. And but you know, she said no because son over there crying and stuff, man. You know,
having fits,
throwing his tantrum like a little baby.
So that basically was it. But she did let them know that the next time y'all all gonna go on dates together, all 6 of y'all, and y'all will be at the same place at the same time. Yeah, in the same restaurant.
I ask you a question.
That's gonna be interesting.
If that was to happen to us, could you go through it with the date?
Well, it depends on what your date look like. If she look like me, we're gonna have some problems. Now, if she look like, I ain't gonna say that.
Nah, if you was,
I was finna say somebody's name. She's a comedian, but I ain't gonna say that.
But if your date was taller than me, yeah, I have a problem.
What if he was taller than you and had a 6-pack, very fit?
Yeah, that would be costing 10 years down the road, he'd be fat like me. So,
so yeah, I would have a problem, but you know what? I trust you. I trust you to handle yourself accordingly.
See, that's the thing. If he's taller than me, yeah. But if he's like 6-pack, that's something I can work on. You know what I'm saying? I can't stretch myself to be tall, so that's why him having a 6-pack and cut, that don't phase me, man. You know.
Right. So, but anyway, on that note, you guys, what do y'all think? Could y'all do this with y'all spouse? Would this be something that you would try to do? How would your spouse, feel? So y'all drop down in the comments. I know y'all will be talking about the show, but drop down and let us know what y'all thoughts are. Because, I ain't finna do it. You know what I'm saying? But I trust my husband to handle himself accordingly. I think he's very respectful and everything. And would you trust me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see. Sure. Yeah, see. You trust me because, see, the Uchi Coochie man, I would have to hold him in bay. Because y'all don't want to see the Uchi Coochie man.
On that note, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get it out of here. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you. Deuces.